Hi there. I wanted to share something quite troubling that happened recently at the Ottawa Writers Festival. I was so happy and so excited to get the chance to see and hear Dr. Gabor Mate speak live. I've been a big follower of his videos, read some of his books, and he's been really impactful on my healing journey, and I was really hoping for a chance to say thank you to him personally if the opportunity arose. But I was so, just happy to be there. And at some point in the interview, Dr. Gabor Mate makes a statement while he's trying to make a point. I forget what the point was, but the statement that he made is Indigenous people used to practice daily gratitude. And as soon as he said, I was just shocked. Like, used to, we still do. I still do. And I know many other Indigenous people that do as well. So I was just shocked, horrified, and this statement was categorically incorrect and could not stand as stated, must be corrected. So I get up and I go in the line at the end of his speech, and they start turning people away. And the MC comes to me and says, "I'm sorry, there's no more time." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I toddle back to my chair. And I'm sitting there and I'm still quite troubled. And I'm not quite sure, aside from the obvious, like this statement is incorrect, what is it that's troubling me? And then it dawns on me, this whole church full of people are here to hear Dr. Gabor Mate's words, and we hear his words as truth. He is a very learned man. His business is words, and what he says is considered truth. I'm like, okay, no, this cannot stand in this room full of people. This must be corrected immediately. So I get up again and I go back into the line. There's still, I think, 2 or 3 people in front of me, and I'm standing there, and I come around the corner of the pew, and I'm walking up the center aisle, and the MC is on the floor. He's on all fours on the floor, and I have no idea why, but there he is. I'm like, okay. So I'm standing now beside him, and I'm in the lineup waiting to speak. And I'm wondering what I'm going to say and what I'm going to do. So I kneel down to the MC's level and I say, "Excuse me," I said, "a statement was made that is categorically incorrect and it cannot stand as stated, especially given it's only one day after the Truth and Reconciliation Day, also known as Orange Shirt Day." And he says, "What statement?" And I say, "Indigenous people used to practice daily gratitude." "Fine," he says. He hangs his head, gets up off the floor, and starts to walk away. And he turns to me, "Don't let anybody in behind you in the line." I'm like, okay. Off he goes. And next thing you know, they're announcing they have no more time for questions. And the woman in front of me, who's already been told she has time to speak, is wondering what's happened. And I'm standing there watching them whisk Dr. Gabor Mate off the stage. And, I have no way of knowing if he knew what was, what the issue was, but I do know that the Writers' Festival, or at least the MC did, because I whispered it into his ear. And they took active steps to silence an Indigenous woman's voice. They saw no good way out of this situation. They were afraid. They were afraid of what I might say or the scene I might cause. I have no idea. All I know is that the way this situation was handled was wrong. Dr. Gabor Mate had to have known that I was trying to say something. and he chose to go along to allow them to protect him from me. That this great healer could see no good outcome of this circumstance was shocking to me. That the Writers' Festival, who on their website, their words are, "We are committed to empathy, compassion, and respect in all our interactions." Well, I would beg to differ on that. You were neither empathetic, compassionate, or respectful.